Short Annie combo and tips tutorial. Her basic combo consists of ulti first second, but if you want to extend it, you use third skill, ult again first, and then you wait for your second skill for the next stun. So that way, you will have 2 stuns in total. Next is all about passive stacks usage. So for example, you have 3 stacks and you don't want to use your burst combo because it doesn't have a stun yet. What you could do is use your third skill for the fourth stack and then go for a second or first to get an immediate stun. This can also work with 2 stacks by using your third, second, first to get the stun. It even works on 1 stack by using third, second, first, and then ult, and that's where you get the stun. Basically, before you do anything and you don't have full stacks in your passive, you always want to cast your third skill first. Last tip is whenever you flash, you always want to use it offensively on the enemy carry, and the combo will look like this. Flash Proto, ult second first, then just dish out your full combo so that they wouldn't be able to react appropriately. So that's pretty much it for Annie, and I'll see you guys in game. Hey everyone, welcome to another gameplay tutorial. For today, I'm going to be playing Annie in the mid lane, teach you the tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and advantages, disadvantages of this champion. The first thing that you always want to do when playing in this lane is to immediately sprint to the enemy raptors and place a yellow trinket there. The reason is because this instantly gives you information on where their jungler might start. Just be careful because sometimes it's contested, but if it's not, then it would be the perfect scenario. So if the jungler immediately shows on the raptors, it means they start at the top side. If they don't show, it means they started at the bot side. With Annie, the first thing that you want to do is just use your first skill to last hit the minions. That way you get your mana refund, allowing you to clear the wave much faster. When in this matchup, it's actually not favorable for us because Yasuo Windwall is very annoying, as also is passive. So usually what I want to do is I always auto-attack the Yasuo, take out his passive before casting any spells. That way I would be able to fully utilize my harass potential. Now the next thing that you want to do aside from using your first skill on the minions is your passive usage. You'd always want to use the full stack passive on the enemy champion if available. Your basic combo would be second, first, auto attack, proc electrocute, and you are done with your trade. So here, I just take out the Yasuo passive once again, and here I say listen, top side. That means he started top side and is gonna go towards a bot. So with that information, I'm always closer to the top side bush compared to the bot side bush. Okay, there we get the electrocute proc again. Best case scenario to trade is to burn the Yasuo bone plating and passive. And then if we burn the wind wall, then it means our next spells will all just go through. Annie's laning phase is not the strongest. It's actually very weak compared to the other mages because she has very short range and you just wanna get your level 5 as soon as possible. But the good thing about Annie lane is that it's one of the easiest lanes to gank. So if my jungler goes to mid, you just press your ult and then instantly kill the enemy in their lane. Okay, we burn the shield again. So it's a bit annoying because Yasuo's only going close whenever he has the passive. So here I have my passive again. I just use the T-Burst. And T-Burst is very underrated. Deals a lot of damage. Look at that. First kill and insta-kill. Bro did not even notice. So people usually think Annie's combo is done after the second first ult. They don't know that there's a second rotation with the ult knock-up and then you combine your first skill again. And then there's a possible second stun that you could do. So don't be afraid when you're having a hard time in lane. Just throw your ult even though they're full HP. It can chunk a lot of their health, even possibly killing them. Now at this stage of the game, when you have ult, you always want to do something when your ult is up. Number one thing, if your jungler can gank you, then that would be the best case scenario, insta-kill. But if they're not able to gank you, then the next thing is that you need to go to the another lane as soon as possible. So one reason, so this Yasuo, yeah, his bone plating is just, I'm trying to auto-attack, proc his passive, but the bone plating is just blocking. So annoying. I deal 0 damage on my auto-attack. Okay, here I don't have prio because Yasuo has perma prio over me, unfortunately. So this is one of the weaknesses of Annie. If I wanna rotate, then I have to sacrifice my wave. So here I'm able to push. And another tip with Annie is whenever you're gonna go around the map, or before going to lane, you always wanna get full stacks on your passive. That way your next spell will always be a stun. Okay, Yasuo comes back to lane. Withhold my auto attack. I can't even burn it, so I have to use my second skill. Okay, Yasuo, yep, gets the ulti. Pretty annoying, so I have to combo and flash out. And that's another weakness of Annie. This matchup is just not fun for me once the Yasuo has ult, because I just get giga chunked with his EQ knockup. Even Blitzcrank is here, it's a bit annoying. I just want to clear a bit. I still have my Tibbers, but with it gone, I need to stack my passive because Yasuo's gonna go in and try to one-shot. But I see Pyke in the side, so we're gonna be a bit more aggressive. I'm trying to stack my passive, but yeah, Blitzcrank is there. We'll just go for the Lee Sin instead. Giga out of position. X Flash, Nimbus Cloak. Perfect. So first skill, get the stun, or rather second, and nice. So Annie's also good at follow-up. So for example, your teammate's able to get the stun off, you can just follow up with your second or first. If you're having a hard time using your first skill as a stun, what I would always want to do is use my second skill, because it's much easier to hit, and it's a guaranteed stun. And then when your second skill hits, just use your first skill. Even if it's a targeted ability, if they're stunned, it's guaranteed to hit. Okay, as much as I wanted my Ludens, this Blitzcrank did a good job holding a wave near their tower. And this is the worst spot for me because Yasuo can just go in. Okay, I'm trying to burn the passive, but bone plating once again. Okay, burn the passive. But Wind Wall, yeah, he gets the ult off. Now I have to ult. And I'm gonna get chunked again. If I can burst the enemy, I can also get bursted. And look at that sidestep. Pretty clean, no? At this point, when you have Ludens, I could one-shot the Yasuo, 100-0. I just need to burn his passive and Wind Wall. Because the Wind Wall is blocking my first skill, which is a lot of my damage. So when you're in a losing matchup, I think Annie struggles the most against Yasuo, Galio. Those are like the two biggest Annie counter picks. Because Galio for tanky reasons and Yasuo is also tanky. Okay, we finally get a mid shove. That's why I'm immediately rotating, but it's warded. And Lee Sin's there. And I'm screwed. Try to Hex Flash around. Okay, at least we burned the Lee Sin flash. We burned the Yasuo ult. We burned Lucian flash ult. It's not bad! We had a bad position, but it's not the worst. 3 ults, I guess. Lee, Yasuo, Lucian. Plus flashes. 2 flashes. But I don't think my team can contest because my Jax is topside. They have numbers advantage. My Pantheon's a bit low. The best option is probably just give, but they wanna contest. I have ult, so if I reach there, ult flash, or flash ult, should be an insta-kill. So another thing with Annie is that you just wanna flash ult the enemy carry, even though they're 100% HP. Because even though if they don't die, they'll just be like 10% HP, good as dead, and the carry wouldn't be able to do anything in a team fight. So it's a win-win situation. If you get them, even better, you get gold. If you don't get them, it's okay, because they're useless in the team fight. Okay, as much as I want to start the Herald, my team is not there, so we go for the Lucian. Second skill to guarantee the stun, and we get the kill. Okay, Pyke with good hooks. It's already too late for Herald, so we'll just double down and go for the bot side. Blitzcrank out of position, take out the Tibbers, do the combo. I have my knock-up, bam. We got another kill. So it's either I stun first or Pyke stuns first, and then we have good synergy going on. You can even ult after my combo, just in case they're alive. Okay, after Ludens, I usually like to go for Proto Belt. That way it would be even more engage potential, because my job here is to just engage the enemy and try to burst the squishiest target as much as possible. You never wanna attack the tanks unless they're the only ones left. Okay, no Yasuo wind wall, no Yasuo passive, but there's a Lee Sin, it's kinda annoying. So I have to play back a bit. But with the Pyke showing, he gets a stun off, Proto Belt, stun. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, my ult's gonna be up. So I just wanna stack for my ult once again. Okay, I have ult. Get the ult. I still have my Tibber stun, but the range won't reach. Okay, Pyke. Beautiful stun. Get the knock up. Get the kill. Oops. Oop. Okay, it's fine. No punish. Pyke gets another stun, but Blitzcrank, we force the flash. Tibbers is still alive, so I want him to hit the tower as much as possible and dodge the Blitzcrank hook. Okay, we're currently 5-1. My first death, the only death, as you could see, is that if I'm out of position and I get stunned, I'm pretty much dead. I one-shot people, but I also get one-shot by the opponents. So you always have to be the one being aggressive rather than the one reacting. Next item I'll get is Infinity Orb. This would increase my damage, magic penetration, and even some HP. So you wanna proc the Yasuo Wind Wall again and shield if possible. You could also use your Proto Belt to remove like Crown and Veil. So that's why Proto Belt is really a good item. And it also reduces enemy magic resist, making your burst stronger. So once I see someone overextended, I can just Proto Belt flash ult. Looking at this Yasuo right now, but it's warded. Oh, I missed my ult. Never mind. Lee Sin. Got. If he face check, I think he dies there. But his Lee Sin's playing a bit greedy. Will he go in? Wow, he actually went in. Okay, Proto Belt to dodge the kick, just in case. And free kill. Thank you. Okay, since my Ezreal doesn't want to go side lane, I'll just go side. And I don't have ult, so it's a perfect time to farm. No ult equals farm. Look at that. Beautiful farm. Annie's first skill is also AoE, so it also helps with wave clear. Unlike the PC version, it's literally single target. So that's something that's going well for Annie players. Okay, Infinity Orbs up. We're 8.8k gold. The next thing that we want to do is just snowball. As I said a while ago, once we have ult, we always look for a fight. I think it doesn't matter who it is at this point because they don't have much magic resist yet. So we'll always stack up our passive so it's the stun is ready anytime. Yasuo pushing mid. Get the ult off. Yeah, my first kill gets blocked. Annoying. I have my second stun. T-Burst not in the range, but yeah. If there's no wind wall there, I probably can burst him? Question mark. But this just goes to show how bad this matchup is. Luckily though, the Yasuo's not building any magic resist. If he built like Wit's End, Break Shred, there's no way I win Yasuo matchup. Okay, we're just stacking our passive again once it's available. We missed the stun to the Yasuo. Oh my god, we get ulted. I misplayed my flash, so I have to flash away. But the Lucian flashes, uses ult, and gets me tagged. Unlucky. It happens. Okay, next item is the pendant. You can either go anti-shield or or Rabadon. So I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, with my death, they get Dragon easily. Good dodge on the Blitz hook, but this Lee Sin's a bit greedy. So he should die, no? Ezreal's there to help. Just kite. Okay, my Pike died, but Ezreal got it. Nice. 1 for 1. Support for jungle. And with their jungle down, we're spamming Baron pings right now. Hopefully we could reach. If they don't reach, I'll just save my ult for the enemy jungler, so we still guarantee the secure. So it's not a big deal. Any Baron damage is terrible. That's why the next best thing you can do is just wait for the enemy team to face check. Because they're forced to face check since we're already taking the Baron. Retreat. Okay, we're just going around the map again with nothing else happening. We'll just shove the bot side. Hex Flash is also pretty good for the engage. If you're coming from the bush, you could do Hex Track, Hex Flash, Proto Belt, ult. Okay, we just shoved bot, but I want to make some fights happen while I have ult, as I said. You always want to make a fight happen with ulti. Looks like no fight's gonna happen pretty soon. Maybe next fight will be at the next objective. Okay, I see them moving top side. Okay. Oh, we see Lee. Perfect target. Just wanna get the bear hug. Every skill. Pike ult and we get a kill. Yasuo chasing me down, so I get the stun off plus Proto Belt away. Good hook out by the Pike. And this this man-to-man fights are working very well for us. Okay, finally my ult is on cooldown. But this Nasus, I don't think he has that much magic resist yet. So we'll just poke him a bit. My Pike failed the ult. But we should get the kill. Nice, Jax gets it, it's fine. With that, I want to start Baron, but there's no jungler. Okay, look at my damage on Lucian. Oh, Annie auto-attack damage is so bad. Holy. He actually survived that with 1 HP. And he just lifestealed his way out. That's why you never wanna auto-attack with Annie. It's so annoying. The only time you auto-attack with Annie in laning phase. To proc bone plating or the shield. Okay, wait, while waiting to spawn, next item is after Rabadon. Third item is debatable. Either Rabadon or Trident. You go Trident if they have 2 or more shielders or stone plate players. But otherwise, you go Rabadon for the pure damage. Plus, my Senna has a Poor Pike has anti-shield. Okay, Rabadon's up in 10 seconds. I'm just gonna wait for it. Okay, next. Next up, we're going bot side. We want to look for another kill with our ult again. Here, there's a fight. It's gonna be good. We could go flash proto belt ult. Everyone's clump. Perfect. To get a 2-man. Ginormous ult. We have a second knockup from Tibers. Okay, we get the stun to the Lucian. 1 HP. Second skill. 907 crit. And we giga win the team fight. That's why I think flash is so important for Annie for the flash Tibers combo. If you don't have flash, it's so hard to catch. It's so hard to get to the backline. Unless you get a good flank and then proto belt or something. That's probably the only other angle. Aside from that, looking pretty good. Lee Sin gets the portal top side. So we're stopped to the... We got stopped going for Baron. I'm just gonna help this Pantheon a bit. This Nasus... Ouch! Nasus boss fight, 876 damage. The last thing that I wanna do is get bonked by him one more time. Oh, he has no more ult. So we can kite him a bit. I have my second stun there. Get the stun off. For a second, he's trying to chase me with Wither. And once he's about to die, we just proto belt back in and try to get the last hit. But my Jax is doing well. And next is the third dragon. So if we get this dragon, we deny the soul, mountain soul, which is a win for everyone in my team. Okay, after this, it's debatable. Oh, wait, Lucian. Hex flash the face, Blitzcrank out of position. I'm gonna predict his flash, but the Yasuo shows, so I have to run away. I don't know what happened. I am dead. I cannot play the game. I need 1 second for ult. Okay, I have ulti now. Bam. Easy. Just kite him a bit. Burn is passive. Once you have no shield, very squishy. Okay, first objective is, the dragon is still not taken, which is soul point for enemy. But this Blitzcrank, I don't know what he's doing. He just randomly decided to run it down. Maybe Lee Sin was there, so he was trying to bait, but he just died too fast. Okay, we get the dragon, we deny the soul. And then the next thing that we want to do is get the Baron. Okay, even though I don't have flash, I have Hex Flash, so I could still make a catch on my ult. So Hex Flash, Proto Belt ult should be the ideal combo. Okay, we're just fishing. I wanna go for the Lucian low-key. But I think, I'm not sure. I'm just afraid, waiting for someone to overextend, and then that's when we pull the trigger. Because if you look at my map state, yeah, we just go for the Lee Sin, or who's that? We get 2 people, Blitzcrank's dead. We're not able to predict the Lee Sin properly. But he's a bit low, flash in, get the Tiber stun, and get perfect. Yeah, I love Tiber stun. It's so annoying, it's a brain dead stun for free. Okay, Nasus 1k crit on my face. That's a red signal to run away, boys. Literal 2 Nasus Q, I'm dead. But thankfully, my team is here to just smurf it, and we get even more kills. Okay, Jax is doing well. Mid is possible with 4 members down. I have ulti up in 3 seconds, plus Hex Flash. So it's only the Yasuo. Gonna prep my Hex Flash, and then we could just ult him right away. Hex Flash, ult on the edge. Okay, get the stun off. Bam. Pyko. Perfect. Easy clap. Okay, Nexus is open. My teammates all went back to base and are taking Dragon or Baron. But we have a bigger plan and we just hit the Nexus. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that you want to do when playing Annie. 10, 3, and 10. We get MVP. Props to my team also for helping, especially the Pyke for saving my lane. Yasuo Annie is not a fun matchup for us. But thankfully, this Yasuo is a bit too greedy with his items, no magic resist, and we just go for the punish. 36k damage, just spamming my ult again and again. And TLDR, what you want to do with Annie is once you hit level 5, always look for a gank with your ult. Either you poke the enemy laner or you use it to roam the other lanes. And Annie's late game is not the strongest, so you just want to snowball, help your team get early, and get the easy victory. So that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.